Okay, as Gene Rayburn used to say on Match Game, time for round 2. This is 25 Questions with Friends, round 2, or part 2 of 2 from Dave Nicholson. So, without further ado, let's go on for the 25. Number 1. If you could start a new career tomorrow without any limitations, what would it be and why? Well, like I said in the previous round of this, I've always wanted to do computer work and fix computers, make computers, and sell them and get paid for it. It's just my limited knowledge to what it is has prevented me from doing so. Yeah, that's pretty much my dream job. It's either that or graphic and web design and photography, and get paid for those. That would be a second. 2. What's a song that always brings back memories for you, and what did those memories mean? I'd have to say Long Tall Glasses, I Can Dance by Leo Sayer. Because that invokes happy memories for me because of my first school dance at St. Michael's School in Guelph. Yeah, I really hit the floor that day, that's for sure. Haven't enjoyed it much since, though. 3. If you could meet any historical figure, who would it be and what would you say to them? Any historical figure. I'd have to say I'd want to meet John Wayne. I've always admired him ever since I was a kid, and I'd say to him, I'd say he was my hero. I'd tell him he was always my hero. 4. What's a skill you've always wanted to learn but haven't had the opportunity to? I've always wanted to learn how to cook, like elegant meals like my dad makes. He made chili tonight. He's made spaghetti with meatballs. He's made meatloaf and cheesy hash browns. Yeah, I can't make those kind of advanced meals. I can only do the basic stuff, like Kraft dinner and hot dogs, or a can of pasta heated up in the microwave, or fish and chips in the oven. Shake and bake chicken in the oven I can do too, but those other ones, they're way too advanced for me. 5. What's the most valuable lesson you've learned from a failure? If you fall, get back up. That was the most valuable lesson, and that goes for anything in life though, but for that lesson it was when I was learning how to ride a bike. And trust me guys, I fell a lot on that bike. But that philosophy can apply to anything in life. If you fall, you get back up. Yeah. Another way of saying that would be, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. 6. If you could live in any fictional universe, which one would you choose? Gee, fictional universe. You're asking a lot of interesting questions here, Dave. If I had to pick a fictional universe, I'd have to say Middle Earth. I always loved The Lord of the Rings and J.R.R. Tolkien's world that he made from that. A close second for me would be Narnia, the Land of Narnia, from the Chronicles of Narnia. I loved those books when I was a kid, and the resulting TV series from BBC. 7. What random act of kindness you've experienced that you'll... Sorry, I just gotta move this. Never forget. One day I was short some money to pay for a coffee, and a random stranger who I didn't know, she just gave me the remaining money to cover it. Yeah, and that was a long time ago, mind you, but like before all this tough stuff happened. But just goes to show you, sometimes even people you don't know go the extra mile. Uh, where did I go? 8. If you could witness any event in history, what would it be and why? Um, well, I saw it on TV, but I would want to see it in person. Joe Carter's winning run in 1993 that secured the Blue Jays World Series victory. You know, the one where Tom Cheek said, "Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit another one like this in your life." Yeah, I wish I was there at the arena or at the Sky Dome to see that. Or was it Exhibition Stadium? I can't remember where that was. Yeah, I think it was the Sky Dome because it was just open before that. Uh, 9. What's a goal you've achieved recently that you're proud of? Uh, look around you. Yeah, because some of the things and the people I've met and everything, I couldn't fathom having these when I was a kid. Yeah, making all the friends I have, because I was pretty much a loner when I was a kid, with the exception of my brother and my close family. But yeah, I got friends now. I've managed to maintain some sort of a normal life, I guess, if what you call it. That's an achievement in itself. So it's I like it anyway. That's what I'm happy about. And if you're happy, that's all that counts. 10. If you could have a conversation with your future self, what would you want to know? I think I want to know what the future holds. Like, are we going to be better off? Are we going to be worse off? Yeah, those kind of things. 11. What's a tradition from your childhood you still carry on today? Every Christmas, without fail, and nowadays with my nephew more than anything, I watch all the Christmas specials I grew up on. You know, Rudolph, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Grinch, Charlie Brown Christmas. Yeah, all of them. Yeah. Yeah, that's something I've always done every single year, ever since I was a boy. Yeah, in later years we added Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, but I'm not sure whether you classify that as a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie, but we watch because it takes place within the confines of the holiday world. We watch it at Christmas. 12. If you could have any animal as a pet, exotic or mythical, what would it be? Exotic or mythical? I got all the pets I need, Dave, so I'm going to have to pass on this one. 2 cats is enough for me to handle. 13. What's your favorite way to unwind after a long day? You're looking at it. Just sit here at my computer, play on it, play some games, or watch TV behind here. And I especially like watching sports, like the Maple Leafs, the Blue Jays, or the Raptors, and just chilling, unwinding. If I'm in the mood for it, I'll watch Seinfeld or one of my DVDs. Yeah, that's my way of unwinding. 14. If you could ever solve one global issue, what would it be and how would you solve it? I honestly don't know that one, Dave. There's too many issues in this world that can't be solved. And it can't just be one person doing it. So I'm drawing a blank there. 15. What's a movie or TV show you can quote by heart? Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Alrighty then. Yummy. Yeah, I've always loved Jim Carrey. Hi, I'm looking for Ray Finkel and a clean pair of shorts. As you can see, I know a lot of the lines from that movie. Yeah. 4-wheel drive van loaded from the rear. Captain's log, sorry, 23.9, rounded off to the nearest decimal point. 16. If you could only eat one cuisine for the rest of your life, what would it be and how would you do it? Or sorry, wrong question. What would it be? I'd have to say, if I could only eat one cuisine, pizza. I always love pizza and I never bore of it. 17. What's a skill or talent you possess that not many people know about? Not many people know that I'm a skilled graphic designer. Yeah. Back in the day when I first started at YouTube, I did intros for people, graphics, like custom graphics for their channels and everything. I still do that like freelance though. I don't do it like head on like I used to. But if somebody asks me for graphics or video intro work, I'll gladly create it for them. Yeah. I'm actually was considering getting back into that. Now you mentioned it. Where did I leave off? 18. If you could relive one day of your life, which day would it be and why? I'd have to say the day I turned 13. Because that was the first entry into, well, supposed entry into adulthood. And the birthday was an amazing day. Yeah, I never forgot it. Because I had a lot of fun that day. It would be nice to live that again. 19. What's the most courageous thing you've seen someone else do? One thing I saw someone do was push someone out of the way from walking onto the street. I was walking downtown in Guelph one day, and this guy was about to cross the street when it wasn't the crosswalk, like the light wasn't green, and somebody stopped him from doing it, and he, like without thinking, saved a life pretty much. 20. If you could be any character from a book or movie, who would you be and why? I think I'd like to be Superman. I mean, he uses his powers for the good of mankind, and he does have powers because, yeah, like the Crash Test Dummies song goes, he could smash in any bank in the United States. He had the strength, but he would not. He always uses it for the greater good of mankind, and I always love Superman anyway. 21. What's a place you visited that exceeded your expectations? Clifton Hill in Niagara Falls. I mean, it was just an entertainment district that I never thought would be as good as they said it was. That was when we recently went on the Sky Wheel and everything, and we went to some souvenir shops and a Midway, and we were going to go to the Ripley's Auditorium there, but that would have cost an arm and a leg to get into. And money's still tight, so. 22. If you could have any job for just a day, just to see what it's like, what would it be and why? If I could have a job just for a day to see what it's like, I don't know. I might want to see what an auto mechanic's like. I mean, I don't think there's many of them around other than that Canadian Tire in those places, but my dad used to do it for a long time, and yeah, it would be interesting to see what my dad used to make a living at. 23. What's a hobby or interest you've picked up recently? Reading. I never used to be much of a book reader, but I'll show you guys this book I've been reading. Get it here. Yeah, that's Hockey Rants and Raves by YouTube's own Steve Dangle. I got this for Christmas last year. I've been reading that. So yeah, that's the book I'm reading now. I like reading biographies and memoirs and fantasy, that kind of stuff. Let me tell you something, I wouldn't be doing that when I was a kid, if you ask my younger self, that's for sure. And 24, what is something you've always wanted to know but never found out? what life after death is like, because you don't find that out until you die. And 25th and final, if you have dinner with your favorite celebrity, who would you talk to? What would you talk about? Or why? What would you talk about? If I could have dinner with my favorite celebrity, well, first of all, it would be John Candy, and I'd probably ask him, well, if he was still alive, and I'd probably ask him how he goes about picking his roles that he plays. I know there's been a bunch he's turned down. Like he was supposed to was supposed to star in Ghostbusters, or slated to star in Ghostbusters, but he turned it down because he said it might not be something that he's successful in or would be successful in. Yeah, he's done a lot of good work though. So there's part 2 of 2, and I look forward to your next tag, Dave. Later on.